Okay. What's up, guys? Sorry for the late start. Oh, gosh. And today's going to be kind of weird because basically what happened, and I already need to lower this mic. My OBS install got corrupted. So I had to basically rebuild all of my scenes, all that stuff, just now. I'm good enough with OBS that I was able to do it fairly quickly, but there's probably a couple things I'm missing. I know, like, my audio filter isn't up right now, and so I probably sound slightly different. No, I've only had the filter on for the last couple of weeks or so. But, like, audio levels, I basically have had to just eyeball stuff to where I think it should be. Right now, it keeps telling me that it's getting too loud, but it's weird because it seems like it's on a slower volume than I remember. But then, like, the gain volume is, like, non-existent. What the shit? Did I have a gain on this? I might have had a gain on this, and that's why I'm confused. Okay, no. Okay, just give me a gain, please. Yeah, I totally had a gain on before. There's no way that this was loud enough without the gain. So, yeah, bear with me while I try to fix this. Like, that's as loud as I can get it to go without doubly gaining. It's weird. You guys will just have to tell me how loud stuff actually is. Why does it? Because it keeps telling me right now that my mic is like way too loud. Though I remember I had a gain on there. That's why I put the gain back on this morning. But now it's like blowing it out of proportion, so let me just lower that. I'm just trying to eyeball about where it should be. Such a mess. Okay. Yeah, until more people get here to give me feedback on stuff, I think that's where we'll leave it, because eyeballing at this seems about right. Bad thing about this game is super quiet, always, until you get into a fight, and then it's really loud. So it's like, it's like the audio is perfect right now for normal stuff, but then when we get to a battle, it'll be a mess. Okay, we had just... Okay, let's look at our goals. Yeah, we had just gotten to this. We just restored the Jotunheim Rum Tower. That was the last thing we did. Because on Friday, I think we started at Return to the Summit, and then went through Escape from Helheim, Path, where we did the Hidden Chamber, and got the key, all that stuff, and then went and got the Unity Stone, went to the Jotunheim Tower, survived the Gauntlet of Realms, which actually wasn't difficult at all. And that's where we ended, because we ended a little bit early, because I wanted today's stuff to not take like an hour. Let me actually check, because I thought also right now is like the only time I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to just do normal things. I mean, I might be completely wrong, but it seems like we're going into the end stretch. So we have treasure maps we could do. We're pretty much done. We're done with the favors, other than... Oh yeah, I wanted to explore. So let's go to Niflheim and see what's up. Let's do that first. Then I'm probably going to look up where that last cipher is, because I'm sure we just missed it at some random place. We'll see how easy that is to track down. So we can look at that other area. Then, yeah, I might do some treasure maps. And then we'll do the final game. See, like, that's super loud. Yeah, let me lower that. Just so it doesn't blast you when we get into a battle. Oh, and then I want to look at, yeah, experience. Something that I just randomly saw as I was cooking yesterday, how much experience we actually have. Let's think. Sure that we have every single skill. Are we able to upgrade this? Did we get the last?
Let's get you squared away then.
No, we don't have the last chaos plan.
That's it?
Huh. I have to look for that as well.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
Okay, we're going to Niflheim, right? Yeah, Niflheim. Unless it doesn't let us go. Why can't we go? Huh. Maybe we just can't go there right now. Maybe we have to do this story. Whatever, I guess.
This is it. Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
You've got eyes like him, Mimir.
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
He'd have kept it. In any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot, but for years I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
See, I wonder now, because we just did that, and this table is no longer our objective, can we go to Niflheim now? Oh, don't do that. Okay, yeah.
You gotta remember to ask Sindri and Brock about your eye next time we see them.
If they even know anything about it.
Remember, one of these that we can get to is just like a road kind of area, like it changes every time you go in, and it's mainly for farming like materials for really good weapons. I don't think it's this one. I don't know what's here.
Niflheim. Not sure why anyone would want to come here, but here we are.
It smells bad.
Hidden area. The hell? Is this like poisonous?
What is this stuff?
This mist is cursed.
Cursed?
Quite right. Safe to breathe for a time, but it'll kill if we linger. Just one more reason to love Niflheim.
What is that stuff? Weird.
Yes. A strange material.
Mysticos we needed to upgrade one of the weapons.
Let's see.
Or buy one of the armors? It might have been that, like create one of the really high level armors. Yeah, there's just like chests here full of it. Sturdy relic of tenacity. Oh, hey, Sindri.
Ah! Fancy seeing you two here.
I'm surprised you're here, Sindri. This mist is pretty gross.
You think I can't handle a little cursed mist? Well, you're right. I'm trying to build some armor that will lessen its effects. The materials I need are all right here in Ivaldi's workshop, but they're blanketed by this nauseating mist, of course.
Wait for it.
The last known location for such armor is in the workshop's center chamber.
Oh.
The entrance is sealed, but I could craft you an entry stone with enough mist echoes.
There it is.
I wanted to look at.
I wouldn't recommend staying in the mist for too long. That stench will stick to your hair, your weapons, your armor, and I will not touch your gear until you burn all the tiny beasties off in the fires of Muspelheim. Also, it will kill you.
I thought it was one of the, or maybe we're seeing different kind of armors. I thought it was this one. Yeah, Pauldron of Deadly Mist. It sounds familiar. Because yeah, it requires like a ton of mist echoes. Muspelheim alloy. All these resistant armor. Okay, so apparently this quest thing gets us this armor. And then we can change it into other armor. Yeah, we wanted the adds this very small amount of constant health regeneration. Okay.
Okay, come back when you need something, I guess.
So I guess we wander into the mist.
There's something written here. This whole place shuffles around each time we leave? That's incredible.
Atreus, focus. This is a dangerous place.
That's dwarven creativity for you. Impressive and dangerous.
Guessing there's areas where we can kind of reset our resistance.
Sorry, not ready.
Let me just relearn how to fight. And by relearn, I mean be terrible for a little bit.
Tell me when.
Yep. Always terrible when I start the game in the day.
Father, the curse. That must be the center chamber.
It rebuffs our resistance whenever we open a chest. Wow, we are gonna basically get the amount that we need right here, probably. Yep. So, let's go back. Maybe. Let's see, how easy is it to get through here? Because we'll need these anyways, so might as well explore while we can. What shit is this? Oh. Let's head back. Oh, we're so close. We're gonna get some kind of resistance to this in a bit. Travel further.
We need some air, fast!
Okay.
Ooh, looks like you found enough echoes. And you're not dead. Very impressive.
Sindri, how do you make anything out of mist?
Odd as it sounds, the dwarves who lived here could craft marvels out of the mists of Niflheim. Keep an eye out for more mist echoes. I could put them to all sorts of use.
What?
To work we go.
it's not. Interesting.
You don't need to make excuses to say hello.
Confused. Yeah, craft the entry stone.
Where shall we begin?
How do we craft the entry stone? Rip up the maze. I'm confused. Therefore I'm... Is this right? Are we on?
Well, scrap.
The actual name of the Evolve. Trying to figure out exactly. How do we craft? It just says wants to craft stone.
Lounge around a bit more and we'll build something then. I'm feeling creative today.
How do we craft the entry stone? It's not. It's in the resources. Why would it not? Don't say craft. I wonder if we'll get access to this here. Then.
What else was there?
Back into the mists. So yeah, this changed slightly. Oh, they had a decent amount of health. Okay, yeah, they upped the level of the things here. They're yellow now. Plus, I'm still not super into the battle mode yet, mentally.
At the ready.
Okay.
All right, we're in.
So we still need to get like 1,500 minimum. As that goes. So see if we have to come in here multiple times. Oh, look. Out of poison.
The mist is thinner up here. That's nice.
Shiny, hey. Okay, can you give me feedback on audio and stuff? I had to basically reset all of OBS, and I have no idea how good anything is right now. I'm sure it's a mess, and I sound different.
Is that the armor? It looks kind of run down. Can you wear it?
No, it is too small and too old. We will bring it back to the dwarf.
Give me all the mist echoes. Quiet and game is loud? Really? Yeah, we'll see how bad it is. So many chests. Happens? Oh, it costs echoes to open the chest. Game's still hung? Okay. Sweet. These chests require way too many echoes. Okay, yeah, I'm sure combat will be way loud. Yeah, tell me if anything else is off. I forgot. I think I set everything else up. And obviously chat's there and alerts should be going off, but something else is weird. Had to set it up in a hurry. Anchor of fog. Huh. go back to Speedy. Too terrible. I open this. So it resets even if I go out like that way, like not out the main way. Get up. Oh yeah. Yeah, you hope. Since it was supposed to end last time. Oh. Shit. No, I dodged that. I dodged that. Yeah, that's sounds super bizarre. Is he gonna come help you? Fine, let's just go straight out. We have to fight right here. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I am not good at battle right now. Did you see that the Spyro remaster got pushed back like 2 months? Yeah, 2 months basically.
what I think it is?
Useless armor?
Useless. Oh, ye of little faith.
Yeah,
this
November.
armor was worn by Ivaldi himself. Sure, it's seen better days, but I can restore it with more mist echoes. And it'll help with the effects of Ivaldi's curse.
Unless there is something of value in this workshop, there is little point in staying here.
You saw all the chests in the center chamber, yes? Plus all the goodies tucked away towards the back of the workshop? And the 3 round tears, of course. But might want to be careful with those.
Why's that?
It's a literal tear in the fabric of reality itself. You want to reach your hand through there? Be my guest.
Yeah, it's like... I don't like it because obviously it'll take longer to play, but I also... It's good because I feel like they hadn't even showed anything from Year of the Dragon. So it's like, I felt like they seemed like what they were showing was not done. So... But I'm glad they're taking more time if they aren't like done, obviously. Also just to make stuff better. How much? Where is it? Save gate.
What can I do for you two?
So we can craft that, we just get a little bit more mist echoes. But what, how about... How do we get more Niflheim alloy? Plus I'll need a lot more mist echoes. Stats on these things are insane.
Well, if you don't need it, don't buy it. I always say,
I feel like we should at least get the armor, the main armor. Doesn't seem too difficult. Grind out a little bit of monsters, but not too much. Chesty chest. See, do any of the things in the middle are reset? No. Okay, but it does make it so that those that we got, we keep. So she reset the monsters right here, yeah. These are doing so much damage. I thought I dodged that also, but so I'm not even like, whatever. Just think I have more health than I do all the time. Where? Only one. Get out, smashy. You gonna make me solve the freaking ruin chest? Where is the third one of these? Oh man, what the hell? It's way over there.
Brother, you're fading fast.
Just forget that then. Or I guess we can just go up here and go back down. Then I'll completely reset. What the? Really? He hit me with like two things that brought me all the way down. Just not on top of battle today. And plus these guys are on par with my level or higher, so. Yeah, so much damage. Definitely dodge that. Run away. See if I can kill them from outside of this. I think we have enough to upgrade to get that armor. So.
Seriously, be careful with those realm tears. Fine piece of work, if I say so myself.
Though you definitely need to upgrade it at least once. It's a lot of shit to upgrade.
Now don't be a stranger.
Let's equip the things in this one. What else we had? Probably this one. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's like we either have to grind super heavy here to get the other things, or we can just leave. If I was like a level higher, I might consider it. Guys here are too strong for me to like go through there without being annoyed constantly with them killing me. Okay, we need to talk to these guys about the main quest.
Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
No.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
best mod.
As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to. He wanted me to build a. He showed it to me, you see, and I. Sorry, will you excuse me?
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Get to go inside the serpent. Oh my god.
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Hooray!
Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead, but now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for the worst. Anything you need to do, I'd do it now. Just some sage advice.
Yeah, game is like ending stretch. Wink, wink. I mean, as long as it's not like way harder than what we've done before.
So, Odin wants to go where he can't reach. Are you saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Lemire.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening. Once more to the horn.
The horn! Play the horn!
Steady.
Buddy boy.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Fantastic!
Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
Boat into the serpent's mouth.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
Kratos is just like, yeah, I've done more crazy shit like this before. I mean, we're inside the Hydra,
Atreus, to
kind
me.
of. We've been in worse places.
You sure this is a good idea?
No.
Well, it doesn't digest us.
Well, brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah. I've never been in a giant's belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
We really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Aw, yeah.
Here we go.
Belly of the beast.
Funny. I used to dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing
I'm
to...
not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child. Let's find that statue.
Boat.
Smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird.
Go.
The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye. Most of it.
Chest.
We can beach
More
over here.
road. Oh.
There, the hammer.
Just a normal dock. It's fine. Oh, this road?
Father, over there.
Wait, is that far enough? No. Oh, quite what we're doing. It.
Didn't say where we could reach it. There's it there and we're good.
Oh. Yeah, right here is fine. Ah. Take us around.
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
Upwards.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently.
Hey.
Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
How many people randomly miss this chest? More resilient. No armor. Let's do stuff we've gotten. It's not good.
feel, Mimir?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Jotunheim. There's no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
Sure, something will happen. That's like right before we got to the other place. And Baldur showed up. Though that was kind of obvious. If he knew we were trying to get to Jotunheim, that he would just chill there and wait for us. So, I guess now it would be kind of obvious
So how do we
too.
get back out?
We signal. Hold on.
What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
Is he attacking the serpent?
What's happening to it?
Which means that he can't stay still.
Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Weird how it's way darker near the front, near the mouth.
The boat shifting! I'm gonna...
Ow. No!
Boy? Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else.
We're gonna meet Baldur, Thor.
Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look!
Hey,
Freya. We can still trust her. Right?
Until we know for certain, keep your distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong?
the
Something.
disguise.
There!
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out.
You bastard.
Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
No?
My boy.
Voila.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you to...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now,
I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do.
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
Oh boy. Of course.
You have to go. Stop fighting!
Listen to me, both of you! I won't hurt you, but you must stop it! Older! Son, stop! Please! We can fix this!
Yes! Your blood!
Son, please! Just listen to me! I said
Ugh.
stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is this? I can feel this.
Those cursed arrows.
I can feel everything.
Oh, that's why she didn't want us to have the arrows.
Vulnerable now?
Giant? Why are you alive? Being controlled through the vines?
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
That mistletoe.
It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers. She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
Can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
Don't touch him. This will all be over soon.
There!
You will stop this now.
I feel freezing!
Stop hurting my boy!
Roll weirdly on the ground. Ooh, I mistimed the shit out of that.
This can hold me! Weak mother! I'm coming for you!
Son of Is this even hurting him? Oh, that's hurting him. Oh, I dodged the wrong direction. I dodged the wrong way this time too, just a different way. Ooh. Crank those muscles. Is that too late?
Atreus!
I'm up here. I'm okay.
I'm doing wonderful. I've never felt so alive.
Stop this! Reba!
Hey, I actually got his projectile. What? Not very good at this. Dude. Where the hell?
More! Show me more!
Ooh.
I'll kill you!
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
You stay away from my son.
Stop him!
Nice.
Please! There has been enough pain!
Shut up, mother!
Yeah. Bitch and arrow skills.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it? Why won't you die?
Oh, what? How nice. I switched by accident. Gosh darn it. Go.
Have you considered a tactical retreat?
Take it. Why did it? Oh my gosh. Oh, I know what I did. No.
I have an idea!
Why?
Servant friend?
Well done, boy.
Oh my gosh.
Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's being father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Just can't help yourself. Can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, father!
Father, you bastard.
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The cycle ends here. Must be better than this.
Oh, damn.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing. But she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant... You would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's Temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Such a battle. So many emotions.
Jotunheim would bring us cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did Mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. And such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Do you have anything to upgrade? So much freaking experience. Yeah, we weren't able to get this upgrade.
bouncing around Niflheim, have we?
How can you tell?
I'd recognize Ivaldi's stench of failure anywhere. Plus, you still got some mist on your shoes. Now you're talking.
Don't have that. That. I'm having this stuff to upgrade that. Wearing is fully upgraded there. Here.
Suit yourself.
So. This will be our final year going in.
Here we go! I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things worked according to plan.
So I want to see what's the armor that we're called? Oh, these were Pauldron of Deadly Mist. I want to see what the health regeneration is. Is it like 1 a second or 1 every 2 seconds? Like more than that? Enemy guides, tell me. Guess next time we get hurt, we can just kind of watch it go up.
Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way.
Probably. Do it the wrong way. I mean definitely.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got him. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
That's unpleasant!
Yeah, we'll finish today.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue.
What haven't you told us?
Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Oh, Okay?
Ready. Come.
Our trusty head, buddy. All those ashes.
Boy, do I have plans for you.
You hurry back, please.
Don't flatter yourself.
So glowy. Not like this. Not a rising sun this powerful. Like this.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there.
Let's do it.
We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Show where the chains were burned into his arms.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy.
Aww.
Carry her.
I have nothing more to hide. Puts on even heavier gauntlets. This one's covered in chains. Yeah. Gotta be able to use our blades.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Yeah, to equip them.
Hello? Anybody here?
Yeah, unequip everything. Defense turns to shit.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody. Huh. Who's the Guardian?
Thanks, Odin. Thanks, Thor.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
is happening?
We touched it. She must have been part giant.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She...
Hey, well, Mountain, thanks for the bits.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened.
Sure.
Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant.
Giant
Why didn't you
god.
She sent us here knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
What's behind the tapestry?
Yes. Yes, we are.
So you gotta absorb my powers. Become the ultimate.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
The giant hand. The hands. People everywhere.
No. We do it together. Son.
love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Well then. The journey home.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Amir missed it.
A good story.
I understand if you want to go home, but I bet there's still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Amir,
Am I glad to see
why are you on the floor?
I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Explore with Atreus. Valkyries. Oh, that's it.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you want to realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Balder, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens, or the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Glad that we can come here and screw everything up. It's not always snowing.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
yeah. We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Try to not die. Okay, what does it look like out here? Just all snowy. So yeah, I guess that's it. Not anything else. You. Story-wise. So yeah, thoughts. This game is fantastic. It's say one of the best games of the generation. I thought they might have been over exaggerating in a lot of the reviews and stuff, but it really is that good. Let's go through each kind of thing. The story is really good. Obviously, the way that Kratos interacts with the son is super interesting the entire way through, and the growth in the relationship happens in organic ways, and it means something. Just their relationship. It's done better here than pretty much any game I've ever seen, played, as well as, just most stories in general. The interactions in general in this game are really, really good. Better than The Last of Us. I think it's a little bit different. I think this game is more fleshed out in terms of the relationship. There's a lot more moments that I think show growth. So I like the progression here better, I think. The reason that I like The Last of Us and Last of Us is so good is for kind of a different reason. I think this game is more about the growth of both characters together at kind of like an equal pace, whereas The Last of Us, a lot of it is about Joel coming in and kind of this realization. So I think this one is a little bit better, I guess, if I was gonna pick one. But Last of Us is still really good. Something that kind of amazed me throughout this game is the way that the characters interact in terms of, like, telling stories and, like, keeping you engaged even when you're doing kind of mundane things. A lot of the stories that Mimir tells when you're just kind of boating around, and the way that they kind of pick up conversations later, and it feels super organic. And I don't know if I've ever seen that to a level that was so believable in any other game. It's like kind of bizarre sometimes as you're playing, and then they just kind of pick up on something that they were talking about like an hour before. But it doesn't feel like they just like kind of randomly brought it up. It's like it ties into the other things they were talking about, and it's super impressive. And I mean, that level of detail just kind of goes everywhere in the game. You can tell how much they thought about every little thing. And I think that's kind of what sets this apart from a lot of the games that came out in the last like year or two that are good, but not. But like this is like on a whole another level. Yeah, the writing is just fantastic. So the actual gameplay itself is done really well. The fighting, it took me a little bit to get into it. Obviously, like the first day we played, I was having a lot of problems. Once you kind of figure out the rhythm, it gets a lot more fun. Sometimes, though, I think it pushes it too much in the terms of, like, fighting enemies that have too much health. And it gets into... And by having too much, I just, like, extending the battle length in a way that didn't feel quite right. And I didn't feel that so much until kind of near the end, where there are some of the optional areas that had some of the enemies that just, like, had a ton of enemies with, like, a ton of health. And it's like, I think the battle system works the best when you're in this motion of, like, attacking, and then you have to dodge, or you have to parry, but then you switch over to some of your other things. Exactly, yeah. You need to have fight length. It needs to match, like, the cadence of you switching attacks and parrying. All this stuff comes together. And for a lot of the game, it worked out perfectly. Like, the number of enemies, the amount of health that each one had, I think it all worked out really well. But then on occasion, it just kind of skew in too much into this enemy has, like, a shit ton of health. And it just disrupts things. So, for the most part, it was perfect in terms of that. But every once in a while, they would do things like that. They were kind of weird. Other things that I didn't like about some of the gameplay. So I like that they increased the amount of stuff that you have to, like, customize, I guess. And, like, the different things you can do here. Sometimes I felt like it was a little... I don't want to say overcomplicated, because it's not really that complicated, but it just felt like it was getting into, like, annoying to deal with or, like, remember. Because, like, a lot of times, especially dealing with these, it's like, oh, I have armor that has stats, but I also have sockets. But, like, the word socket wouldn't match with these enchantments. I don't think like the wording of it was quite right, but then you also have this talisman, but then in her weapons you also have these attacks you can deal with, and the pommel, and like I like having the ability to customize all the things. I just felt like it wasn't quite delivered in the right way that made it fun to like try out different things and like constantly try different customizations. Like I feel like there's like maybe one stat too many over here. It's like they definitely take it, especially compared to the other God of War games, from like pure action into like action RPG. But they stepped, I think, a little bit too far into the RPG part of it, that it slows you down just a little bit too much. And yeah, like all these skills that I don't remember half the time. Like, especially when there's different things you do on different stances and like different weapons, and depending on whether or not you threw your axe or not, and whether or not you did a certain kind of throw, and it just gets a little bit overcomplicated to remember in the middle of battle. Like, I like being able to do certain things in battle and like slowly expand what you can do, but sometimes, like, if you look in here, like, where's like some of the throwing stuff? Be over here. Like this select targets thing, I never remembered that. It's like I would have preferred them to maybe allow me to customize how I do certain attacks. Like maybe if I hold R1, it could either be the little throwy thing, which of course I can't probably find where that is. Like he throws the axe and it hurts one enemy, versus like hitting, maybe I wanted to do a spin instead. Something like that, rather than just giving me like a shit ton of things that I don't remember. I mean, probably. I'm sure there's like sometimes I always forget that if I hold R2 right before I throw, it'll freeze enemies. I almost always forgot that. And I'm sure that would have taken care of some of the higher HP enemies faster. So yeah, it probably would have been better if I had learned some of these. And I'm sure that on the higher difficulties you basically have to do that, but it's like, I don't know, it's just adding a lot of complexity to a game that shouldn't quite, I don't know, it shouldn't quite be that complex. I don't know. I'm sure some people just like love all of these. But I think it kind of slows down the game in a weird way that doesn't quite work. Let me go. The way that they did side quests in this game is really good. I like that. It's like, yeah, they didn't force it on me, I guess. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's like it didn't get in the way, but it was close to getting in the way. Like, not the move sets, per chance. Maybe like the armor complexity. It was like, I almost felt like I didn't want to look through all the things to find like some of the best armor set stuff, but yeah, that's the other thing. Like, look at I have 79,000 experience. I'm sure that they give you more experience because they want you to experiment with runic attacks, but I found something that I really like and mesh with my playstyle, and now I don't use the experience. But yeah, like the skills, they don't make the level ups seem any better. It's like they didn't matter to me. So yeah, I wish there was just a little bit less RPG stuff. Okay, yeah, so yeah, the side quests I think work super duper well. because they don't get in your way, and I feel like it takes you out of the main quest without taking you out. Like, it still gives you stuff that you want. It doesn't take you out for very long. And it adds, like, context to everything. Especially, like, the dwarves. It makes them more interesting. It makes us learn more about them. I mean, they already are probably, like, they're, like, super awesome, so. Labors are cool. I think it's a good way to reward you for just doing things in general. Which is always nice. Yeah, we haven't even like gotten some of the crafting is too much. I feel like they made like 2 times too many armors. And crafting is a pain in the butt, and I don't care. Let's see other aspects. The graphics obviously are ridiculously good. I mean, they're best of PS4. Can't really knock the graphics. At first, I guess going back to the gameplay a little bit, just because now we're looking at this, I was a little bit hesitant about the over-the-shoulder like point of view. I think it works really well. It's good to. I think the entirety of their like planning was how do we make the game feel more intimate. And they came up with, like, put you, like, really close to him for the battling, besides, obviously, the story. Where are you going? Like, it puts you really close to the battle. Sometimes the battles get a little bit overwhelming if you're not constantly watching about whether things are attacking you from behind, which is something I don't like a ton comparative to some of the other God of War games. But it was fine. Hey, Dricos. I'm doing well. Just finished up God of War. Talking about it. Yeah. You can definitely tell like how much thought they put into where the camera exactly should be and how that puts you in relation to Kratos, and how that puts you in relation to his son, and all this stuff. Yeah, I enjoy how much thought they just put into everything. Sound. Sound was good. It didn't... Like, the little effects of stuff is nice. I think games nowadays particularly have gotten away from like big moving like sound design stuff. It's like walking around until you get into really intense moments, which I like. But then sometimes when we got into like the big moments, some of the music was kind of forgettable. Some of it was really good, but some of it was kind of forgettable. At the same time, it didn't distract me, so. Anything else? Wait, no. Don't want to talk about anything else? How long did this take us? Let's see, it was 4 full days last week, minus an hour, so that's 23. Plus Monday was a half day, so that's 26. Then today was about 2 hours, so 28 hours. It's almost triple the length, or is triple the length of any of the other God of Wars. I could speed through this. I did it at like 15 hours, maybe, if you didn't do any of the side quests. Yeah, it seemed like more. But it's weird, because yeah, it seems like a really big game, but they definitely... it's not like open world. I think I actually like that more. Some games just like they go big and they go too big. This game I felt like they're like, here's the story, and then they just like slowly weave little side things out of that, which I like better. Sure, it's 100%. You probably be like 36 to 40, depending on how well you did with some of the grindy stuff to get the best gear and how well you took on the Valkyries. Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Okay, so I'm gonna have lunch, obviously, right now, but I think we'll switch to Nier for the rest of the day. Be an interesting change. And just do whatever there. I hadn't uploaded this yet, but I've been thinking about what we're doing for the rest of the month. Let's see, what's today? 20th. Yeah, I haven't uploaded this to the thing to Future because I've been kind of messing around with it. So yeah, we basically have 9 days of things to do. So what I was thinking, Chris with a beard. Yeah, we've slowly gotten used to it. So games that we have left for the month are Onimusha, which how long to beat estimated at 5 hours. I'm not sure. I don't know, Sharni, based on your experience, if that's about what you thought it would take me. It's short? Okay. So yeah, that'll be a single day. Then I want to do Ikaruga, which is a like bullet hell shooter. That's only going to take a couple hours. I want to do Mirror's Edge, which is about 1 full day. And then Hyrule Warriors, which will probably be 2-ish days. So let me see. That's still only like 4 days. And then, so yeah, Ikaruga's, yeah, bullet hell shooter. Mirror's Edge is a first-person platforming game. So, and then Hyrule Warriors is just like action-y kill things. I actually wasn't sure of how much I'd like Hyrule Warriors when I started like the first level last night, and I was like, "Oh, this seems pretty cool," so we'll do that. Yeah, we could do more Onimusha. We'll see how much time I have, because we're also going to try to factor in the going for platinum on Nier, kind of in between all of that. So we'll see how long that's going to be, because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy the upgrade pods and upgrade all weapons, because those 2 trophies are just grindy, and I hate grindy stuff. So we'll see how long, because I'm pretty sure those 2 trophies are like the longest to get anyways. You know, weapons upgraded for Y ending? Really? Do I still have the trophy? Yeah, I do. I still have it in the tab. Despite the fact that we haven't put that in one. Oh, I don't have the endings though. Near endings. Yeah, Y is the only one I don't have. Pretty sure. Thank God. Oh yeah, you are correct. Darn. I gotta play games for Vita. I don't really have a way to. At least I don't have a way to like push it to stream. It's like my sister has a Vita that I could borrow, but you can't video output. Yeah, could buy the trophy for all endings. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it kind of depends on how annoying some of the stuff gets for me personally, especially on stream. It's like doing it for hours and hours doesn't usually fly with me. But, okay. Kill all my God of War tabs. It's interesting. Today, actually, is when the New Game Plus update for God of War comes out. And keep all of your gear. Do a new game. It's like kind of cool, except for the fact that you can't get the items to upgrade your stuff until later, so it's like you'd be stuck with the things that you have now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go get some stuff for lunch. Then I'll be back in a bit, and we'll switch over to Nier. I shall see you guys in a bit.